car is quite good, quite fast, impressive. Whoa, we need a bit of aero. Very fast, actually. I don't ever remember shooting intro to a car I've driven after dark. And because we actually driven it almost in the dark. Because we wanted to drive it, as every car on my channel, well, 99.9% of the cars on my channel, on the Nordschleife. Then an accident happened. Well, sorry, correction. You decided to wash your car when the track opened. So, as Enrico was washing the cars, prioritizing 140 over GT3 RS. Or an MR, of course, very important. Yeah, when the wash was finished, the truck shut for an accident. Then we had a great idea to go to the GP track, which was the most stupid idea because obviously we were not the only ones with that idea to go to the GP track to try this car out. And I spent 1.5 hours waiting to get on the track, combined with waiting to actually get in line, combined with waiting for red flags, for bikers and all that stuff. Cars as well, but yeah, just things. But car-wise, it was definitely worth it. It was really, really nice. So let's talk about that. What's done to it?
Normal stage 2 plus, power-wise, handling mods.
So what is it like power-wise? It's like
about 470, 480, and then like 677 newton-meters of torque. I mean,
yeah.
Power-wise, you can get easy power out of these.
Yeah.
Main thing on these cars is just handling, really.
Yeah, and to be fair, power-wise, it felt really good. It felt also consistent because we kept pushing it. We did not have, of course, the high elevation climbs that we would have on the Nordschleife, but still pushing consistent laps. It was what the car could do, and that was very, very nice. That aside, yeah, as I mentioned, handling mods, and they were very, very good because the car is very handleable, predictable, and soft where it needs to be on curbs, but stiff where it needs to be on straights. And so the setup is done very, very good. You've done some bracing underneath.
Over brace, under brace, front and rear bushes, diff bushes, M performance, diff, and then just more stickier tires, really.
Yeah,
so.
And now my wife is calling to ask where I am. Hello, I'm finishing filming the intro to the car that I drove and finally managed to drive, and then I'm coming home. What you cooking aside from tiramisu? Burek. I didn't. Okay, well, burek and tiramisu, that's the best combo ever. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Epic car, bro, I'm going home.
One thing I also forgot to mention, there were control arms. I did as well, M3, M4 control arms. That's the one thing.
Yes, Powerflex bushings, low control arms, and performance diff as well. Interior was standard, as you might have seen on the camera. So definitely needs better seats because of all the stuffs. I mentioned during my lab that the car was actually mapped/built by Ignite Performance. So very good setup. Everything works. Dean's the man. Yes, absolutely. And yeah, well, as mentioned, I'm off home. I guess food chat. Eventually, I finally made it home. To a healthy burek, I'm sure people would want it now. Pancake. Shut up. So it's in rice paper, huh?
Yes.
With cheese as well.
Yes.
And
just made.
Yeah. I mean, the lighting is not the best because I left the camera at Vulcan. And we have tiramisu. And this is what happens when you come home late. Your wife will eat
It was a
piece.
test bite.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward
At
to
least
that.
I cooked you dinner. Bye.
Thank you, bye. Quick shameless plug before the onboard. We're doing autumn sale on my website nürburgring.com that has Nürburgring licensed products that I have helped to co-develop or design, such as Nürburgring guides, posters, socks, you name it. Use code Misha15 and get 15% discount on all the products that are not discounted already until the end of October. And now let's go for a lap. All right. I spent 1.5 hours waiting to get on the track. So I'm gonna maybe include some sort of a old man rant about how frustrating this was. By now the footage is quite dark as well because I'm running an ND filter on the camera, which is hardware wise basically. Am I allowed to overtake on both sides on the GP track? No, I guess not. Anyway, it stops the amount of light coming through to the into the camera, and therefore you have a nice motion blur. So in case you wondered why my videos look maybe slightly more spectacular than an average lap record attempt on a Nürburgring, it's because of the ND filter. Now, having said that, it's now much darker because the sun is setting down almost, and because of that the footage might appear a bit dark, so I apologize. But yeah, I waited almost over an hour to get on track because obviously I was not the only one with the great idea to come and do TF on a GP track while the main track, the Nordschleife, got shut, and everyone moved here. And now you have, every session is split, because first you have session for cars, then you have session for bikes, then for cars, then one of the, now we had the incident with the biker, it fell, or he fell, or she, as far as I know everything's okay, but it needed the track to be shut, the emergency to come, and yeah, so waited 1.5 hours to get on the track while the track was actually open. So yeah, let's talk about the car for a bit. First of all, we can play a guessing game. How many coins, British pounds, euros, you name it, you think are in the the armrest? Because yeah, there is that. Second, I like it. The car is quite good, quite fast, impressive. Whoa, we need a bit of aero. Very fast actually. Speedo is in my 80 kilometers per hour there in the bottom. So I don't know how many laps I'll be doing because the GP track is extremely hard on the cars, especially the brakes. So we do not want to rape the car completely. But yeah, here we go. Acceleration is really, really good. Like, definitely do not want to overdo it. Because also need to watch out for other cars who do not have as strong of a brakes. Again, it's so weird for me to do TF on the GP track because last time I was here was on a track day with Sky Limit events, and obviously otherwise I'm just racing, so I'm like, I need to rebrain my brain for the fact that we're like with street cars here. But yeah, there's some very fast Seat behind us. What is that? That's Saab? Oh no, it's a Ford Capri. Wow, very cool. Very, very cool. GT3. Definitely missing some bucket seats. grip is really good. I think I need to say something about the car, but I've been like really enjoying it. The setup is really good. It's really predictable. The suspension is really nice for the GP track. I don't know how it would handle on launch life. Actually, I think it would be okay there because it's stiff but soft at the same time. Well, does that make sense? It's soft when it needs to be soft. When you go on the curb, for example, you see it doesn't like really bounce you off. But it's firm when you want to take a corner like this. So the weight transition is not direct. And then when you go on the curb, it doesn't unsettle the car. Super nice. So super happy. Could use a bit spicier brakes for the power that it's running because we have quite a lot of more horsepower than stock. I'm going to assume. I know that it does. But everything else is good. The under bracing, the M performance diff. Everything is super nice. So touch up on the setup, touch up on the map as well because we have been setting it for X amount of laps. I'm gonna do a cool down lap now before we're gonna put the brakes on fire when we get off. But power performance by Ignite performance, of course, very good. So super happy with that. Yeah, tires good, suspension good. So we're just gonna go chill now, and yeah, hope the footage was not too dark. Look, the mic is dead. Great. Fantastic. I don't know why. Maybe it ran out of battery because it was on for so long. Again, now go up to sure. Whatever. What the hell? So many impatient guys, but sure. I'm just gonna cruise on the right side then. So yeah, I guess the microphone died and you have to deal with the rest of the footage. No, happy. I'm extra sad now that I couldn't do a lap of the Nürburgring, because this car would have been a proper riot. Well, that's it. Why is the microphone working now? Hello? Test, test. So this is why it's not working. And now it's probably working better, or not. So with everything, the mic just disconnected. Super annoyed. Like wasting 1.5 hours on waiting to do the drive on GP track to then have the mic footage just GTFO. And it's red flag. Well, the car was great. The session was... The driving standards were good. But the fact that you now like need to wait 1.5 hours to go for a session of GP track. I mean, you get what you pay for, because otherwise you're paying also like 500, 600, 700 euros for a track day on a GP track, whereas now it's 35. So again, cannot be really complaining, but we're humans. We love to complain. So this was a bit of a, yeah, not that pleasant experience. But overall, yeah, car great, driving standards great. So overall happy. But yeah,